Hello peeps and hello peppers and welcome to Tarot Tuesday. If you've never been here, hello stranger, my name is Frida Martens. I am a German artist with multiple disabilities living in Iceland and I am just learning to read tarot and oracle cards. I have designed my own tarot game that should be even available for sale in the summer. And I recently had some personal changes in my life that kind of inspired me to undig old talents and interests. So, I have 2 piles for you today, because that with the 3 piles goes hectic if this phone only allows for 15 minutes. So, pile 1 is this beautiful Labradorite, and a shout out to Mary for inspiring me to use it, and the Love Who You Are Oracle deck. This is, I always say, my new Xbox, because this is like a professional artist Japanese paint box. And this is Grimalkin's Curious Cat Tarot with a cat. And I actually love the arrangement because it's like a yin and a yang, like the turquoise teal stuff on the yellow and the at least the yellowest deck I could find on the teal. And well, dog and cat, because Labradorite always reminds me of Labrador retrievers. I like them a lot. They are also like very common as disability assistant dogs here. And yeah, I also want to kind of do some flow painting to clarify any ideas that these cards give me. And the question for the universe today is, what can each of us do to discover our true passions and talents? That is not necessarily the same thing, but usually if I'm passionate about something, I can also reserve more energy for it. So, let the game begin. Okay, for a second I thought this was a dog. But, okay, this is a koala. Actually really also connected to an old memory of mine, because I learned English with old relatives from Australia who were then my first pen pals, and I'm still into pen paling. This is horribly out of focus, but this like watercolor-ish painting is a little bit wishy-washy, because that's just how watercolors are. Create intentional solitude. That is actually a really good point, because I had huge discussions with people about like resting alone, doing things for myself, versus like always having people around and always doing something with people. So I have to say I have become much more choosy about which people I want to have around me under what circumstances. And this does not mean rejecting people totally. This does just mean like being a little bit more intentional with people. Here I see all these beautiful red flowers. They look a little bit like poinsettias, but they are probably not, because it's not Christmas now, but like technically we kind of don't know when Jesus was born. So let's have this a Christmas, because Christmas is always the time where people feel a pressure to invite everybody and their dog, appropriate to the dog pile. And that is not necessarily intelligent to do. It can also be smart to tell people, I want to be the butterfly in the cocoon, developing. I love this pigment, and I think, yeah, I need kind of 2 butterflies, because I want this cocoon on the way, but I want the antennas out in the end. Okay, if I always say I want, this doesn't sound like flow painting, but actually if I put into the universe that I want something in particular, then I see more of the things that fit exactly this what I want. Or I get more ideas how to get there. And I know these wings may seem a little bit stiff, but as you all may know, this process of crawling out of the cocoon pumps the blood into the butterfly's wings. Okay, I know insect blood is yellow, but I'm also talking kind of about myself. So some pressure is needed to make the wings unfold. Someone also told me, you have attended university for so and so long, you can handle pressure. It is questionable if I can handle pressure, but yes, some pressure is needed in order to to make the wings mobile. Can we maybe get some more info about the pressure? Isn't this a hummingbird? Yes, the hummingbird is actually the fastest wing flapper in the bird kingdom. And also, like, proportionally to its body size, needs the most calories and is therefore like constantly working to make daily life work. And I would also say, like, because this one sits in a bubble that is like partly net bubble material and partly open sky, this also aligns with the idea of like choosing whom you want to let into your bubble in what circumstances. Your network, you're connecting the little dots. You're like making a wreath to make a partner or someone else cozy. Ah, here we have a butterfly. That's actually really fun. And this butterfly is not as fiery and huge as mine, but it is green, like the hummingbird. It has these eyes to scare away wild animals. So maybe I'll keep this here and make my butterfly more with scary eyes. But in this bubble thing, the hummingbird is resting, and the hummingbird is creating peace, and it says here, defy gravity. 24 used to be basically my, I don't know, favorite age, because there I felt young and fresh. And as a child, I always said 4 is my favorite number. And actually, you know how that is with spiritual things, when you pay attention to something that fits a concept more consciously or unconsciously. I see a lot of like combinations of 4s and 7s. But my favorite number is actually 8. That is 2 times 4 in today's time. And actually one of my favorite flowers is, of course, the 8-leaved mountain avens that looks sort of like this. I don't know, does this here have 8 leaves? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No. Because the 8-leaved mountain avens is connected to my book writing. Can we maybe get some info here on creative projects for people? Oh, the tree is in my mountain avens book, and of course the tree can also like be for you. Here's this round theme again. It says stand tall, but it also is this round theme, like create a circle of people who matter to you. Every little leaf is sort of the lung of the tree. Every little thing is important. You can branch out. You can grow, you can develop. Trees often have very organic forms, like they don't fit into a box. And I think now I have to move on from our Labradorite to the cat, because I already babbled for almost 10 minutes. Ace of Pentacles. Ace is always something, the number one, the beginning. We are acing this, and if you shouldn't know that, I associate myself with the ace as an asexual community. Pentacles always mean richness. This cat is like really playing with the shiny pentacle, and there are peace doves. Yes, 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 I would love peace doves. And the white rose is actually like a historical symbol of resistance. The clouds are a very personal symbol. Like, let's say when I had a stressful childhood, I made up a land behind the clouds, and I even commented about that under a video of one of my favorite tarot readers. So maybe we have to create our own lands behind the clouds or rediscover them. Yeah, I think because the basic question here was, how can we rediscover the old talents and so on? And yes, this land behind the clouds was really hugely connected to a slow lifestyle, to appreciating someone's talents, like have a education that is actually tailored to the individual's needs. And yes, when I see the claws here, of course, the claws of the cat are very sophisticated because they have a muscle to be retracted. And I know I've heard of the practice of declawing, which is like surgically remove the claws. I get the notion that some people do that for their convenience, but that's also illegal in many parts of the world. So when I watched a reasonable veterinarian documentary, I also witnessed that this vet declawed a cat that couldn't move this particular muscle anymore and actually was getting tangled in everything under the sun. Yeah, talking about everything under the sun. Here we have the sun. And this cat is not clawing at the peace doves. This cat is clawing at the pentacle, which means wealth. If you shouldn't know, I am, among other things, autistic, and especially in the autism community, there are also like big, I would say, anti-capitalist movements, or at least thinking about reasonable solutions, how we can help each other. Don't get me wrong, I don't really know anyone who totally lives without money. But maybe we can get some more information about this resistance and not so much focusing on money. The King of Swords. Like, the swords are often air element, anxiety, panic. Here I see something like a root. There we have, I don't know what this is actually, but let's keep it there. It's like a root, or a sweet potato, but that would all. Or is that even a bird? Because like it has a okay. Here's to I need time to adjust my eyes to have them like sort of like you have to adjust a lens when you're filming. So this is so suddenly my root and my connection with Earth turns into a peacock. And the peacock has, of course, a long tail to impress people. So, but the cat is maybe not as impressed. Well, these rays here, they are very similar to the rays in the pentacle card. So the cat can't be impressed by the peacock's feathers. This tree is a little bit like, I don't know, it looks like both dead and flowering. So yeah, here we go again with the talents that were maybe deemed dead because, at least in my autistic experience, someone always told me, like, you can't be an artist and you can't use this as a marketable talent. So maybe think about, let's get away from this being marketable. Okay, now I'm almost done with the 15 minutes, so bye-bye.